Hello, it's a nearly dark episode. I'm going to try an experiment, which is recording not in my backyard as I get home, because I have a feeling I have been disturbing the guppies, as they have been, waiting for me. They hear me come and then they bark, 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 driving Ja insane. So the idea is to maybe record my initial video, that nightly video, somewhere else tonight, in a parking lot in the park, where hopefully no one will come upon me and wonder what the hell I'm doing. There is the odd person, but then again, I'm sure I'm looking like a very odd person that no one would want to bother, unless of course there's someone even odder out here, in which case, oh god, it's the Night Stalker and I'm doomed. So that said, someone's setting up camp there waiting for the bus, but they probably can't hear me. Hopefully. I just want to quickly note the fallout from the no comment video. Hey, let me first start off by just patting myself on the back. I actually answered my no comment video comments, which took me 3/4 of an hour to get through, and tearing my hair out and cursing the whole time, basically confirming my decision to maybe try turning off my comments for 2 months and seeing how that worked out for me. Maybe I would be a happier camper on BookTube, and maybe I could actually become more of a participant in other people's comment fields. So there was that. And then I watched Kelly's video. Kelly at Books I'm Not Reading did a video, which is 95% of it is a response to Steve's video and Claudia's video on It's a Numbers Game. And, but she did pause in there to just talk about me turning off my comments video, which is like, crap. God damn it. We would have that. And I mean, she's really sweet, and she's mostly sad that I'm turning off my comments. And it's like, it's one of these things of like, I looked at and it was like, shit. How am I going to respond to this? Because I'm shitty at responding to it as a comment. I couldn't, I think I get a part of me, it just gets so choked up and jammed up trying to answer stuff and not being an asshole, and to try and get things in order. And I think what I'll do is I'll just Vox her. Well, I'll Vox her indirectly through her husband Jason, because that's, I think, how it's been kind of seen as, that's how you should probably make your communications known in that household, which is all cool. So I think I will Vox her something. And actually, one thing that did come up there, one of the things that came up there was my thing. One of the things that came up was my doing my whatchamacallit, my when I was in my university days in creative writing, I did this whole thing where I flunked out of university creative writing because I handed these stories and it would just drive me insane getting comments. And it wasn't that the fact that like the comments were negative, it was just that I was getting comments, whether they were negative or positive. It drove me insane. It just made me feel so horrible and vibrating all the time. I felt sick about it, and it just killed me writing stories in that class. And I scraped through to the end, but that was it. That was the end of it. I don't think that was even stories. That was poetry. And it's just like, it killed me. I just couldn't handle it. And, I tried writing after that, but, I've finally come to the decision that, like, if I'm ever going to do writing, it's just going to have to be writing that I do for myself and that maybe I share with very few people, but I just can't handle the comments. And it's funny how that does come to mind when I think about me dealing with the comment section, is that it puts me so much into myself, into my own neuroses, having to answer people's comments on my videos. And they're all positive. They're really all positive for the most part. And as I've said before, the snarky ones don't actually bother me that much. But it's such a drain on me that I think it does actually bring me back to those days in university and how that kind of destroyed writing for me, or that was the wall that I hit and that I never really picked myself up from, I guess. So I'm going to try and communicate some of that to Kelly tomorrow, and maybe it's good because this helps me work through stuff that way, or at least it helps me kind of come to some kind of a realization on that. I don't know. It is an ongoing issue with me. And I don't know. It's not one that's going to go away. So I'm going to try this experiment. And that's something about I'm just going to have to. But I appreciate Kelly kind of expressing that, because it did bring that up in me and it made me think about it a little bit more deeply. So yes, comments, videos, they do help. But sometimes they don't help. And sometimes I think maybe I'd be better if I was in other people's comment fields learning this stuff. That I need to take a step away from it being in my own, because I think it was starting to get to the point where it was outweighing the good on BookTube with the bad. And just, also feeling crappy about not being present enough in other people's comment fields. And that's still something I'm going to have to struggle with. But maybe I can focus on it a little bit better without having to deal with my own comment things on my own videos. Blech. If I can not say comments one more time tonight, that would be awesome. More videos later.